Hi everybody, how's it going? In the previous video recipes under this series of data manipulations using dplyr and tidyverse, we observed select, filter, mutate, and arrange verbs and their uses. In this video tutorial, we'll learn about the fifth verb summarize and its uses. Please note, dplyr uses both the variants an American English and a UK English variant, but I'll use UK English summarize variant for the sake of ease. But trust me, the American variant is same as well. As the name suggests, the summarize verb reduces multiple values of a variable down to a single summary. Although this verb offers many features, the best example is to understand what this verb is capable of is to summarizing the data into means or standard deviations or just the counts of observations. We'll see how we can use it in the following examples, but first let's load the package tidyverse and download the data into Tibble employees underscore data using the same codes as we've been using so far in all the previous tutorials within this series and which I assume that you might be familiar with by now. Let's execute the codes and get ready for the next steps. Awesome. Now let's compute the average income in the year 2015. This can be done using summarize verb as follows. Here in this code, the summary verb in which we passed the variable for 2015 income within the function mean and stored the result into a temporary object mean underscore income underscore 2015. When we execute this code, this temporary object gets printed on the console, which shows the computed mean income. But if we want to compute average income for all the different years in the dataset, then it can be done as follows. Let's understand this code first. I have used a function from dplyr package and the function is across in which we have to specify either the column name within concatenate function or the column index, which in our case is 9 for income in 2015 all the way 13 for income in 2019 variables. And then I have used tilde symbol followed by mean function in which we passed argument .x as the proxy for the supplied column indices followed by na.rm argument with set value as true. So this means we asked summarize verb to apply mean function on each column supplied to it using a cross function, and of course the mean has to be computed after removing the na values in the data. Although we know that there are no NA values in the data, but it is a good practice to use the NA.rm argument while computing any summary statistics such as mean or median or sum, etc. So when we execute this code, we get the result printed on the console exactly the same as expected. Of course, like I kept telling in my previous videos within this series that there are always alternative to what we do. And if just the previous code looks difficult to you, I can write an alternative to it. Thanks to dplyr for that. The alternative code is as follows. And when we execute it, we get the same result what we got earlier. Easy code, right? So always remember that there are alternate ways of everything we do in R. All we need is just keep on exploring for these. Anyways, not just the average for the data, but also many other summary statistics that we consider many a times in our data science projects as well as research reports. And these summary statistics could be such as standard deviation, minimum value, maximum value, median, total, etc. for the variable under consideration. And many other times we also consider first value in variable, the last value and the number of distinct values in the variables. The summary verb offers a great set of features for computing different statistics of the data. Let me show you one more example that uses summary verb for further summarizing the data for their means, medians, and the totals. This can be done using the following code. Here in this code, we have used summarize underscore at verb, which is a wrapper verb around summarize verb, and we passed column indices to dot vars argument, meaning that these column 9 through 13 would be treated as variables on which we need to apply the functions as is specified in the next argument, which is dot funs, and to which we passed the three statistical functions within quotes. Furthermore, just note that we have given a name to each function. For example, AVG is going to take the mean of the variable on which mean function will be applied. Similarly, med is going to store median values and total would store the sum of the values. To avoid any confusions that you might have as of now, let me first execute this code and store the result into a table named as temp. And then for better viewing the result, let's transpose the data using native function t as follows. So when we click to open this table in RStudio, now note that AVG or med or total are added along with an underscore prior to it and to the original variable names. And the column V1 has the computed respective values, that is the means or the medians or the sums. So did you understand what dot funs argument did within summarize underscore at function? Not only the variable got summarized into a proper formatting, but also using a small code like this, we were able to achieve the same thing for which otherwise we would have had written a very long chain of codes, right? We can extend this code to get any type of summary statistics. One more important thing before we come to an end of this video tutorial is that in real analysis, we usually do not directly summarize the data like we did until now. Rather, we summarize the data for different groups. For example, finding the means or the medians or the minimum or the maximum values or standard deviations for different groups such as by genders or by countries or by age buckets, etc. Right? So let's try to find the same for each gender group but only for one variable, which we can do using the following code. The code is self-explanatory. We are first creating a group on gender variable and then summarizing the income in the year 2015 for various statistics for each of the genders. So when we execute this code, we can see that for each gender, we got income in the year 2015 summarized for the average income, the median income, the minimum income, the maximum income, and the standard deviation of the income. Awesome. I hope I was able to give you some hands-on practice on using summarize verb for various statistical summaries. As a small exercise, I give you a challenge to compute the above 5 statistics for all the income variables at once. Would you be able to do that? I'm sure you can. Please try, and as a hint, please use summarize underscore add verb wrapper for summary verb and pass the statistical methods into dot funs argument. So give it a try and write in comment section below how you did it. Awesome. With this, we have completed the introduction to 5 main verbs and other useful functions from dplyr within tidyverse for data manipulations in R. I hope you had enjoyed this series and were able to learn the basic concepts of data manipulations using dplyr. Please stay tuned for upcoming advanced tutorials in R. If you have any questions or suggestions, please write in comment section below and I will try to answer these as soon as possible. Also, please like this video and share with your friends if you think it could help them in learning too. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so far. This would surely help me a lot and will keep me motivated. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and happy learning.